take care of you. I will. No. Even if I got a man now. I heard you feel.
Hi guys, so as you can see from the title, this is going to be kind of like my personal guide to starting up YouTube. And yeah, sorry, I'm over here adjusting, but maybe a little bit bright. All right. So I kind of have like some do's and don'ts written down in my little composition book. And this is like, I'm not a YouTube guru or, you know, whatever, but this is like my personal beliefs on succeeding on YouTube, or, you know, if you're gonna try it and stuff like that. My choker is kind of annoying, well, my bodysuit. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do the do's first and then the don'ts. I don't want to go back and forth because I don't want to confuse you guys. And this video might be a little bit lengthy, but I think it is you know, a helpful video. So because I get this question a lot, I probably get this question every day. I'm starting YouTube, I don't know, you know, can you give me some tips, or, you know, stuff like that. Now my answer that I give to everybody, if you saw my Q&A, you know that my genuine answer is to be authentic, to be yourself, remain honest and authentic, and to have a reason, you know, for starting YouTube, not just for free stuff and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and get into it because I'm going to address all of that throughout the whole video. So my first do is be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you you have to come on YouTube and be somebody else, that you have to come on here and you have to have a certain persona. Like, you can honestly, like me and like so many YouTubers that I watch, well, I can't even say so many YouTubers because, you know, I honestly don't know if they're coming on here and being different people, but I honestly know people who come on here and who are genuinely themselves, and, you know, they don't have to change, and they don't have to try to be somebody else and try to fit in and try to be funny and try to, you know, they don't have to do that. So don't tell anybody you have to come on here and be somebody else. You know, if you have a country accent, then okay. If you have a Jersey accent, you know, New York accent, then okay. If you have a accent from the islands, that's fine. Like, you don't have to come on here and try to speak perfect English. And, you know, I mispronounce stuff all the time. Do I care? No, because that's me. Do be honest. Like, if you're doing like sponsored items or sponsor reviews and stuff like that, don't come on here and lie to your subscribers and say, you know, this is the best product ever, your subscribers buy it, and then it's awful, you know. So come on here and be honest. I reviewed so many good and bad products, mediocre products, you know, average products. I don't care. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you. If I love it, I'm gonna tell you. If I'm like on the fence about it, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I don't, again, companies don't pay you enough. There's no amount of money that can buy your honesty, basically. Like, don't do it. Do include links. I watch so many videos. I watch a lot of try-on hauls, which is why I have a bad clothing collection up in here. But when I watch them and I try to go find something, it's like they don't have no links in the description. And I'm like, damn, how am I going to find it? Especially if you're talking about an online shop. Please leave the links for your subscribers. It's going to make it a little bit helpful. Then you won't get 1,000 comments saying, hey, where's that from? Can you leave a link? Can you leave a link? Like, if you can, link the specific items. If you can't, let them know that you can't. And I do that all the time. I link the items, and then if I can't, I tell you, well, it's from this place, but they don't have it in stock anymore. So do be consistent. Like, I'm not going to say post a video, have a schedule, Monday and Wednesday, post a video twice a week, every week. Like, no. Because if y'all know me, I might go ghost for 2 weeks and come back with 5 videos. Like, I just want to say, if you're going to leave for a long period of time, let your subscribers know, like, hey, I'm taking a break. You know, I'm going to work on myself, or whatever your case may be. You don't even have to go into detail. Just let them know, hey, taking a little hiatus from YouTube, and that's it. No questions asked. Like, just don't leave them hanging and leave them wondering, like, did you quit YouTube and stuff like that? Because you guys know, like, I go missing for a week or 2, come back with some videos, like I said. So be consistent. If you're going to post 2 videos a month, then hey. If you're going to post 1 a month, then hey, do it every month. If you're going to post 4 to 10 a month, do whatever you got to do. Just stay consistent. Do promote your channel on other social media. Like, say you have a following on Instagram already, bring them over to your YouTube. If you have a following on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever the case may be, bring them on YouTube. And that's really what I did. A lot of people from my Instagram had asked me to make a YouTube, and I promote a lot on my Instagram. So yeah, that's how you can gain some subscribers, especially subscribers that's already kind of familiar with you. Do reach out to companies. As I said in my Q&A, it's good to, in the beginning when you're just starting, like if you have a vision for your channel and you really want to feature certain companies or stuff like that on your channel, go ahead and reach out to them via email. Don't be afraid to get a no. With every 50 no's, you might get one yes. So don't be afraid to reach out to these companies. A lot of people ask how they can get sponsors. That is a way, you know, by going to people, especially small businesses. You can go to small businesses on Instagram and stuff like that and be like, hey, you know, can I promote you on my channel and stuff like that. You don't have to always wait around for companies to contact you. You can always contact them first. And even if I got a lot of no's in the beginning, I got a lot of no's, and the same no's that I got turned around months later when I reached a certain number on not Instagram, but YouTube, and they reached out to me and said, hey, can you do a review? And I'm like, hey, I remember hitting y'all up and y'all told me my channel was too small for a review for your company. So yeah. Yeah, it's all about the numbers with some companies, definitely. So do have a little bit of organization, you know. And this just goes back with being consistent. Like, y'all know I don't have a schedule. If I ever told you I was gonna create a schedule, I'm sorry. But have a little bit of organization, you know. When I come on here, I don't always know what I want to say, but I got an idea of the talking points that I might want to speak on. So that's just what I mean. Like, don't just get on here and be like, yeah. Like, nah. My camera needs to focus. Okay. You know, just have some talking points. Do manage your time, you know. Have a certain look, I'm doing but I want to say you can have a certain amount of time that you want to put into your channel. So do manage your time, because YouTube is a hobby for a lot of people, but YouTube is also a business for a lot of people. But if you're going to take it up as a hobby, you got to find somewhere for it to fit into your life. Like if you're working full time, you have children, if you go to school, you got to find somewhere where you want to fit YouTube in, where you're going to have time to, whether it's an hour a day you have to work on your channel via, kind of promoting, editing videos, filming, you know, or take a day out of every week to just do YouTube, whether it's filming in the morning, editing at night, that whole day. With me, it's more or less, I just, classes during the day mostly, but the semester is over, but it was classes during the day, making wigs kind of on my days off, and then maybe on the weekends, filming, editing, you know, it really just depended on where my time was at and how much work I had to do in school. So that's what I mean. You know, when it comes to time management, you got to find some time to put into your new hobby. So do have some sort of variety. Now, this is not a must. Like, you don't have to have a variety on your channel, but I think when I find channels that's not all makeup or all fashion or all cooking or all sports or all talk, you know, then I'm more interested. Like, this person has so much to offer, you know. So if you have a lot of talent or you have a lot that you want to get out to the world, do offer it, you know. Do offer it. If you can cook, come on here and do a recipe once in a while. If you do hair reviews, okay, cool. If you do makeup and fashion, like, I am in. As soon as you do more than one thing that I'm interested in, I'm all into your channel. So do have some type of variety on your channel. I really like that. So yeah. Do invest in your channel. Now, with any hobby, it's going to take some type of investment. You know, if you're doing photography as a hobby, you're going to have to invest in a camera. You're going to have to probably invest in some backdrops, invest in probably some lighting. You know, so it's just invest into your channel. I would say the main things that you might need, if you're me, well, if you're like me and you go to classes during the day and make wigs during the day and you only really record at night, you're going to need lighting. As you can see, well, you probably can't see, but I have a ring light, and I'll leave a link for a similar one if I can't find the exact one down below. I have two of them. One of them is dimmable, and I got it off eBay. It was a steal, so I'm sure it's not available anymore because an individual was selling it. Invest in a stand to put your light on. A lot of people use a 3-point lighting system when you have light coming from this way, and in front of you. I really mainly only use this one, and I feel like it's bright enough. I would suggest the dimmable ones because you can control the brightness, or if you get a camera, you can control the what is the word I'm looking for? The exposure on your camera. So yeah, do invest in some type of background, because I know when I was at home for the summer, my background sucked. Like, I was just, it just sucked. It was like a wall, then it was like a bookshelf, and it was like boxes over here. So I know the quality probably looked a little bit bad, but I know the content was good. But when you have stuff like this, is a simple backdrop that I got from eBay for maybe $10. I'll leave a link to some, well, hopefully to some vendors on eBay that sells them. I also got one from jet.com. So invest in, you know, something to make your channel look good. If you want to sit in front of a desk, you know, have a little bit of have some centerpieces in the background, some flowers, whatever the case may be. Invest in a decent camera. My first camera was an Olympus TG850. I think I got it refurbished for like, was it $120? I don't remember, but it was, I saved up for it. I had a little job or whatever, and I saved up for it. So invest in something that's just going to get a clear picture, that's going to pick up the volume really nicely, that you can kind of control some stuff. If you're doing like a try on and stuff, you should be able to get a camera that has a timer on it, in case you're taking your own pictures, so you can stand in front of it, set the timer, and boom, it'll take the picture for you. So I think that's helpful. So invest in a decent camera. Right now I'm using a Samsung NX3000. So this one was like double the price of my Olympus, but I did save up almost like 4 or 5 months for it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to what I use as far as equipment. That's just lighting, backdrop, camera. That's really all I use. Invest in a video editor. Some like Windows computers come with Movie Maker. That's what I was using in the beginning. Not too much flexibility, so I had bought Filmora. Filmora is really good. That's how I do my picture-in-picture try-on hauls. That's how I do split screen. I can crop my video if it's something in the background that I don't want in it. I can edit it if I say something that was kind of, you know, if I go on a tangent and I don't want it in the video, I can crop it out, or cut it out rather. I can use filters and do the text and effects and stuff like that. So Filmora is pretty good. I think I paid like $50 for the whole year. Not too bad for a video editor. It might have been $40 or $50 for the whole year. So yeah. And I ended up buying it twice, to be honest, because I had it on my Windows, but now I use a MacBook, so I couldn't use the same registration code on my MacBook, so I bought it again. And do giveaways. This is the last do. Do giveaways. Giveaways is kind of like a thank you to your fans or your viewers, or, you know, your family, your YouTube family and stuff like that. It just lets them know that you're thinking about them, and lets them know that you care, you know, that they're watching and stuff like that. Just, even if it's only like you can only give to one person, like, still just go ahead and give back, you know. And it doesn't have to be $1 million, because, you know, we ain't got it like that. Well, a lot of people don't have it like that. So the little things do count. So that's just something to think about. So do giveaways. do giveaways. But do giveaways. I know I haven't hosted one since like 10K maybe. I don't remember when the last time I hosted one, but the one that I have coming up has like more than 5 winners, and it's giving away some really, really good stuff, like I'm telling you. So yeah, be on the lookout. Now to the don'ts. Don't, if you're doing like a try on haul and you're talking like I'm talking, and you have music playing over it, don't play the music louder than your voice, because now I'm struggling to hear, and it's like you're fighting, I'm fighting to listen to you over your music. So if you're gonna put music in your video, to stimulate your audience and stuff like that, have it like this low and your voice like that high. In Filmora, I can make my music down to 1, and I can take my voice down on 100, or I can take my music down up to like 10 and take my voice up to like 150. So yeah, that's why it's good to have a video editor where you can adjust that stuff. Don't expect companies to just send you stuff. As soon as you start a channel, like, all right, I'm good, I'm running. Where the company's at? Where they gonna send me? Like, no. It really, like I said, it's for the it's all about the numbers for some of these companies. So it's all about either the number of views you get, or the number of subscribers you have in order for them to send you stuff. So don't just expect, just because you made a YouTube channel, that they're just gonna come running to you. Like I said, you can reach out to them and hopefully you get a yes. But they're not going to reach out to you until you reach a certain amount of subscribers or a certain amount of views on your videos. Don't wait. Oh, this is just a personal one, like, just for me. Don't wait to the end to try. Like, if you're doing a try-on haul, don't wait to the end to show all the clothes. Because now I done forgot what you said about the clothes. I done forgot what shirt that was, and I just forgot everything, and now I just have to wait. I hate listening. I like to see things as I listen. Like, if you're talking about a shirt, I want to see it right there on you, because that's going to give me the impulse to be like, oh, I need that in my life. Why are you talking about it? Whether you're talking about how much stretch it has or whatever. So I like picturing pictures. Like, I like seeing the clothes, why you talk about them, or, stuff like that. But that's just personal. Don't expect to be rich overnight. A lot of people ask, oh, how much do you make? And it's kind of my personal business. But the coins didn't start rolling in for a very long time. I think like the first month or the second month that I did YouTube, I had like $12 that month, $17 the next month. Like, and you don't get a check or a direct deposit until you reach like $100 threshold. So keep that in mind. It's gonna take some work, but that's why I said have a reason for doing it. Don't just come and do it for the money or come and do it for free stuff. Like, if you really want to do YouTube, do it. And like I said, if it's something you love and something you're perfecting, then the money is gonna come. Like, you don't really have to worry about that in the beginning, even though, and the money you get, you should invest it back into your channel, at least partial. Save some of it, spend some of it, but invest back into your channel. Don't think you need the newest cameras, the latest and greatest gear, the hottest backdrops, like the best light in a Diva ring, like $500. Like, you don't need that. Honestly, my light was like maybe $70, and like I said, my first camera was like, and I used to film in a daylight using natural lighting. So in my videos, but it's a lot of people who use natural lighting, and they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and their videos look really good. So, you don't need the latest and the greatest. Just get something that works. Like, that first camera wasn't the greatest, but it worked. Don't think that you have to have the look. Like, every time you come on here, you don't have to be perfect. Like, you don't have to be, I come on here and probably got a lash crooked on this eye. I come on here probably with no makeup, my lace probably showing because I just threw the wig on and didn't even worry about it. I just come on here to give you guys content, and it's not really all about how I look. Like, yes, it's sometimes more pleasing to look at a made up face and a really nice hairstyle, but me, I come on here, I be real. During my pillow talks, I probably come on here with a scarf on if I could. And I could, but yeah, don't be discouraged if people don't want to collab with you. A lot of people ask for collabs. A lot of people think, well, no, collabs do grow your channel, but if somebody doesn't respond to your email about a collab, or they just don't get back in touch with you, don't. I know there's probably some people I haven't even gotten back to yet in my emails, and that's just because my emails were overcrowded, which is why I had to get like a manager slash assistant to kind of help me with that stuff. And I know it's a lot of people who I probably said I would collab with, but I haven't gotten around to collabing with yet, just because like once you start taking on a lot of stuff, like stuff gets really busy. So don't be discouraged if somebody can't collab with you, but I think we should at least have the decency to be like, hey, you know, can't collab right now, or I'm sorry for getting back to you so late, you know. So just a thought. Don't base your success off of the success of others. So if you start a channel around the same time with somebody else, and their channel is just growing a little bit faster than yours, and it's like, bruh, like, we started around the same time, it's probably just because that person is reaching out to a different audience than you. They have something different to offer. Don't base your success, you know, off of their success. Like, be happy with who you have watching you and continue to please them. And if you're, you know, doing quality stuff and you're doing helpful things, then people are just going to come regardless. Like, you, no matter how slow or fast, just be happy that you have people watching you, period. You know, be happy that you're getting your message out, or you're doing what you have to do on here. Yeah. Don't take hate comments to the heart, because people always troll. People are going to troll. Some people are not going to like what you do. You can't please everybody, and that's a fact. So if somebody come in here and try to spread hate, that's fine. You have a option in your little editing, what is it called? The video manager section, where you can edit what comments come through. You can say, well, I don't want this certain word to come through. I don't want curses to come through in my comments, you know. So don't take certain stuff to heart. A lot of people just don't have any life, or they don't have a life, period, and they just want to come and troll on YouTube, and don't even be bothered with it. So I want to go back to do real quick. So I'll go back to don't constantly tell, and this is just, again, a personal thing, like, don't constantly tell people to subscribe, like, comment. You guys know them YouTubers who say, hey, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Like, if a person likes your video, they're gonna like it. If a person wants to subscribe to your channel, they're gonna subscribe. If a person wants to comment, they're gonna comment. You don't have to tell them that every 5 minutes in every single video. I know in the beginning I probably was doing it because I saw other YouTubers doing it, but now I don't think I ever tell you guys to subscribe anymore, because I feel like if you're gonna subscribe, if you want to subscribe, you're gonna do it, and I feel like if you're gonna like the video, you're gonna do it. And I shouldn't have to kind of force you or tell you to do it. As far as comment, I'd probably say, you know, comment which one you liked, or comment your favorite one, like, but I wouldn't say just comment. Do get inspiration from other channels. You know, watch a lot of YouTubers, see what everybody's doing. See what little tips, tricks, and hints you can get from other people, but don't steal their whole style. Like, don't get on here and be the exact replica of somebody else. Don't try to steal their whole thing. Like, I never understood, like, what makes your channel unique if you're gonna come on here and try to be like somebody else, you know? I don't think it's anybody out there, or I feel like I don't think it's anybody out there who I'm exactly alike, or who I try to be, or anything like that. Like, you can get ideas from people. Like, I watch, I did the DIY denim boots that I felt like was a fail, or 50% fail. I took some tips and tricks from, what is her name? Ivy Dare. And I took some tips and tricks from Glamazante. So you don't, like, you can get ideas like, oh, I want to try that on my channel. But you don't have to do it exactly like people, you know. You don't have to talk like somebody, try to get their look, try to get their backdrop, try to get their exact camera, their exact light. You know, you don't have to be exactly like somebody else to succeed on your channel. So yeah. The last do I want to go back into is the do organize some of your stuff. Now this gets into the more business part of YouTube. Send out a proposal. if a company says, hey, we want to work with your channel, we want to collab, we want a review from you. In the beginning, I didn't charge for reviews. I didn't have a contract. I didn't have a proposal. I didn't have any of this stuff, you know. But as I began to gain subscribers and I realized I had quite a little bit of influence, I was like, you know, when people do commercials, they pay. You know, so if you want content or you want a sponsored video, you want an exclusive video just for your company, gotta pay. You know, and there's still some companies out there who I don't charge. It's still some like small businesses, like a lot of Instagram boutiques and stuff like that. I don't charge, you know, because they're so small. But if you're like, you have a huge customer base, like you on JCPenney, Rainbow, Forever 21 level, and you think you're gonna come in here and no, no, ain't no free advertising, B. Just kidding, y'all. But yeah, once you realize that you have a certain influence and you realize you're introducing your this company stuff to a lot of your viewers, you can charge people, you know. Even if you have 500 subscribers and you feel like your influence is that great, you can charge. Some companies will pay, some companies won't. But when a company comes to me and say, hey, we want to collab with you, I say, hey, thank you for your consideration. Well, my manager says it now. She sends an email. Thank you for your consideration. We'd love to collab. We'd love to review your items and see what you have to offer and check over my terms. I have a Google Doc and I have it nicely laid out. The color scheme is white, pink, and purple. It says my name, my social media is at the top. I'll probably leave it on the screen, but I'll bleep out some stuff like my prices and certain things, you know, that I don't need to be all out there. But I'll show you guys how I send it. I say, hi, I'm here to represent your company in the best light. I'm here to do an honest review. If you have bad products, I'm gonna let them know. Most likely, if your products are that bad, I'll just give them back to you because I don't want them. You have to pay half or full price up front, and you have to pay, if you're going to do the half and half, you have to do the other half by the time I put up the video. This is what you get. I do a package, you know, this is how much each video costs, and this is how you can pay me. It's not all about the money, but when you think about it, yeah, I don't live off of free hair, I don't live off of free clothes, I don't live off of free makeup brushes or anything like that. So yeah, as far as getting paid from YouTube, you can set up your Google AdSense, and once you start raking enough views and you have enough subscribers to the point where you're getting constant views and stuff like that, you'll start getting paid through YouTube. They're gonna need, like, I don't think it's tax information, I think it's more like a little bit of personal information, so that they can either send you a check or you can link your bank account and get direct deposit. So yeah, that's something to think about. And I think that's really it. If you want to, you can set up contracts, and you can do that same thing through Google Doc and just send it to the company, have them sign it, and send it back to you. But for the most part, I don't do a contract, but I do make sure I keep every email to remember what was said, how much is being paid, and stuff like that. It's something else I'm missing. Companies do send me contracts, and I do thoroughly read the contracts before I sign them. And yeah, so I think that's everything that I have to mention about starting a YouTube channel. And this video is like 30 minutes long, so I think it should be very helpful to everybody who asks me about starting a channel. If I didn't answer some of your questions, please leave them below. I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. I'll leave the exact things that I use to film with down below. I think that's everything. Thank you guys for joining.